Hello, what I've got for you here is another beginner's project. In other words, it's a simple project which will show you how carving works. When you look at a piece like this, when you look at any carving, what you see is the finished carving, and you don't really see the step-by-step process where it starts from that and becomes that. So we're going to use the same tools we've used in the beginner's course, just 3 tools, and we're going to create this complete feather from scratch. Here's a drawing of the feather. The quill comes through here like this, and they're the various barbs and the parts of the feather. But these bits here are quite detailed. These are things that can be put in later. What we need is an overall picture of the feather to start with, and that's what I've got here. So all I've got is a rough outline, and to some extent I'm going to make this up as I go along. So let's have a look at the wood. So I'm going to use a bit of Jelutong here. This is a very bland wood, very simple wood that'll take detail. Another bit of wood that I could use would be something like this. This is Limewood, Basswood. I'm going to use a light coloured wood because I want all the lights and shadows to show. I don't want lots of figuring in it. Now the way this picture will orientate on the wood is quite important, because if I put it, say, like that, you can see that the grain, the fibres, are going to be coming across here, and this is going to be short. This is going to be a little weak area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to orientate it like this. So now the long grain is coming through the wood like that. So you have to think about your design and think about the strength of the wood to begin with. So you get your drawing, and voila, you can glue it to the surface of the wood like this. And the next thing we should look at is how we're going to hold this piece of wood. You could hold this board in the way we did in the beginner's project, with a fence and a wedge all around it. Another way of holding it that's very simple is to use double-sided sticky tape. So this is double-sided tape, which is used for holding carpets down. You could stick this to a board or directly to your bench and the back to the wood, and that will hold this nice and firmly. So that's quite a good and very simple option. If you have a bench, as I have, there are a couple of very good options for holding. One of which is to put it directly in the jaws of the vise. A piece of wood like this can be held. Or what I'm doing is I'm using these various bits of wood, these battens, and these bench dogs. And these will enable me to have different sizes of wood held more directly on the top of the bench. So that's how I'm going to hold mine like this, and I'm going to be able to turn that around as I need to. Before we start carving, we need to know the depth we're going to. So we need to mark a line along the edge. Now you can do that with your finger and a pencil like so, using your finger as a guide. That can be quite accurate. Or better still, you use a marking gauge like this, where you set the pin here to the depth you want. In this case it's 6 millimeters, about 1/4 of an inch. Then you push the pin like this along with your thumb, even as you hold the face here against the wood like this. So you push that along, and you can come round the edge like this. And then you might want to just take your pencil and run it in that line like that, and that will make that stand out a little bit stronger so you can see it. But that's an accurate way all the way around, and that scored line gives you a nice edge to work up to. So do that first, and then we're ready to start our carving.